This is a podcast all about Bears. You either cheering for this team or just pulling your hair. I like to take a minute, just sit right back and tell you how I became the #1 Bears fan.
That boy is Benny Hunter.
Cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic. People, this the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. And Antelope is where I spend most of my days. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. So, Bears fans, that was a very tough one to swallow as the Chicago Bears have failed to the Detroit Lions 31-30, and they have officially fell to a record of 3-7. If you are a fan of draft position, this is definitely the game that you wanted to see. Obviously, every single week we ask the same question. Did Justin Fields get better this week? And I think the safe answer to say is yes. Besides that terrible pick six that he threw to Jeff Okudah, Justin Fields had another pretty good day. He went 12 for 20, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, obviously that 1 interception, and then once again, 13 carries for 147 yards and 2 rushing TDs, including that amazing 61-yard TD scramble after the defense gave up a huge game-tying touchdown. So I think we can all agree that, yes, this one was a tough one to swallow, but I think today, we can realize that we got better draft position to help our rebuild. And then once again, Justin Fields had a pretty good day. Another person I want to give a shout out to in this game is Cole Kmet. He also had a very nice day, 4 catches for 74 yards and 2 touchdown passes. You can definitely see the connections between Justin Fields and Cole Kmet starting to come to life, which is a huge thing, especially when you look at the future of this offense and the Chicago Bears. One thing that kind of frustrates me about the Chicago Bears offense, and obviously Cairo Santos missed that extra point. It would have been 31-31, but that's besides the fact. But the one thing that really frustrates me about this offense sometimes is in the big moments, like on that final drive. One, Luke Getsy didn't really do a lot to get Justin Fields out of the pocket, roll him out, design runs, all that good stuff. And another thing that really kind of frustrates me about this offense, only in big time scenarios where it's like a go-ahead touchdown or going to try to win the football game, right? That's when Justin Fields receivers start to drop passes. That's where the offensive line starts to break down, right? Obviously, Aiden Hutchinson had a huge sack on Justin Fields. I think there was 2 sacks on that final drive. So the offensive line absolutely broke down. But other than that, I can't really sit here and complain about 30 points scored. This is the 4th week in a row that the Chicago Bears offense has scored 30 plus points, or at least 29 points, right? So we can't complain about the effort of the Chicago Bears offense. So when you look at the defensive side of the ball for the Chicago Bears, it was another rough day for the Chicago Bears defense. Obviously, the Chicago Bears were up 24-10, I believe, going into the 4th quarter, and they were outscored 21-6 in the 4th quarter by the Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a really nice day. I believe he had like 10 catches for over 100 yards, so absolutely shredded our defense. But another thing that killed our defense was penalties, right? Obviously, in total for the game, the Bears had 9 penalties for 86 yards. And one situation in the game that I really want to discuss, it was when Jared Goff threw that interception. I think the Bears were still up 24-10 at that point, and he threw that interception. To Jack Sanborn. Jack Sanborn has picked off a pass from Jared Goff, but it was taken away because of Jalen Johnson's illegal hands to the face. And that was a big point in that game, right? We were up 24-10. We got a turnover. We had all the momentum, but then that penalty just basically deflated our defense. And I think it was the very next play, DeAndre Swift scampers in for a touchdown, and then 24-17 Detroit Lions, right? And then the very next play, that's when Justin Fields threw that pick six to Jeff Okudah, and all of a sudden, all the momentum was with the Detroit Lions. There was really no excuse for the Chicago Bears to lose this football game. But at the end of the day, the Lions executed, they got it done, and the Bears did not finish. And that's just simple. You can't have that many penalties, especially big penalties in big moments like that. And I really just want to single out guys like Jalen Johnson. I feel like Jalen Johnson has been struggling these last couple of weeks. He seems like he's looking lost in coverage. I think on that drive that the Lions scored, he had 2 illegal hands to the face penalties, which were costly to this Bears defense. But he has been struggling as of late, but we need guys like that to step up. But overall, like I said, this is a rebuild. It's not always going to be pretty. Yes, it's going to be frustrating when we lose football games, but at the end of the day, I am really pleased with what Justin Fields did today again for this football team, trying to put his football team on his back. But at the end of the day, Justin Fields does need some help, not only from his guys on the offense, but from the guys on the defensive side of the football as well. But all in all, the Chicago Bears lose to the Detroit Lions 31-30. They fall to 3-7, and we travel to Atlanta to take on the Falcons next week. Before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this question. How do you guys grade Justin Fields' performance today against the Detroit Lions? Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here in the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Make sure you share this episode of Kick on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, we'll be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on Kick on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.